Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Pillars of Eternity. As I continue my mostly blind Let's Play. At a certain point I think I'll just call it blind Let's Play, because like I mentioned last time, this is basically the spot where I kind of had stopped playing previously, for one reason or another. And yeah, I'm excited to see what happens and who this Maerwald person is. And oh, don't go forward. Let's see. Given their health, let's switch Aloth and our new friend. Let's move Aloth to the back, and Kana, however you say, the name, has a gun, as we established last time. Oh, here we go. We'll test that. Ooh, what is happening? Oh, okay. Takes a while to reload, which makes sense. Oh, I see. This is his buffs and everything. Awesome. Yes. Awesome. So yeah, he's more like a, from what I could gather, a bard. Kind of like a character. As I stutter over every single word. But yeah, I really don't have any good reason why I, just stopped playing this at the time. Back when it originally came out. I really don't know. And of course, I later on down the line, I got the White March, expansions, but of course, that was recent, and so we'll see where this goes. Oh, yeah, come on. Yeah. Let's explore this way. Oh, apparently I can't. Okay. Ooh. Maybe I should move Durance to the back? I don't know, because maybe not. He's probably fine where he's at, but he seemed like he's always taking damage. He's short weeds and tall grass. Okay.
I'm here.
Ooh, let's go. Before we go in that building, let's just take a gander really fast.
I'm here.
Leave our village! We've done nothing to you!
Small flame blight. Oh, that villager's still there. Hang on, let's loot them. Primal flame. Yeah, let's talk to them.
You can't do this!
Shakes his head, spitting words at you. Do what?
This is our village, our home. The Nine Claws have lived here almost 50 generations. We were here long before your kind brought war to our lands. You can't just burn it all. Have mercy, soldier. Our warriors have all gone. You can't burn us all because of them.
Reaches out to you and opens his mouth to say something, but all emerges is a series of violent coughs. He falls to his knees, choking on the thickening smoke. Flames overtake the vision as you back away.
Curses!
Ooh, not one person, all of us. Let's go. Yeah, it looks like that's blocked the, blocked the way, so we have to get to the keep. Of course, I mean, that's where we need to go anyways. Actually, let's just make sure this isn't... Oh, there's a door. Let's check the other building first. Really fast. Okay, let's go right. Shelves creak under the books. Many of the covers are malted with mildew. God, this place has seen better days. Cobwebs, old things, you know. Shoot, I was thinking there would be stuff to loot, but maybe not. Let's... Can we go upstairs? No. They're, broken down. I guess that's it. I guess we're going back outside. Yeah. I don't see anything else here, so... Let's go to the keep. Let's try that. And see if we can track down Maerwald. The Old Watcher.
Well, that's, unusual.
What's that? I mean, we've been facing spirits and phantoms and... Yeah, I'm gonna try this triage, see how it does. Oh, good. Wonder how long that lasts. Okay, there it goes. Oh, that's good to know, though.
Yes? Of course.
As you come to the end of the Great Hall, you perceive an inviting warmth radiating from the Grand Throne without oh my gosh, I can't read. Of marble, its masterful artistry out of place amidst the castle, more practical stonework. The veiled face of a woman is carved above the throne's backing, watching over the throne with hollow eyes. As you approach, you feel the warmth fluctuant as though stirring. A voice rings out from the carving, permeating the fortress through stone and air.
Another watcher in Caed Nua, glowing very brightly indeed to these eyes. What strange happenstance.
I'm looking for Maerwald.
As am I. If you should happen to find him, I would be glad to know of it. Each day his absence brings new dust to my halls, new cracks to my stones. It's shameful is what it is. The Earl would never have let it come to this. You are free to search for him here. I will unbar the way.
Oh, well, awesome. You said these were your halls?
Not as a land is its lord's, more as a child is its mother's. This castle was my design, you see. The Earl appointed me to do it. I was getting on in years. I knew it would be my only chance to build something magnificent. When it was built, I couldn't bring myself to part from it, to go back to my lonely home. I begged the Earl to let me stay, to take care of it. It was all I wanted, and he granted it. Years later, when Bereth's usher finally came calling, I begged the Earl to find a way to let me remain, and so he did.
Any idea where I can find Maerwald?
I can feel his presence faintly somewhere deeper inside the keep. But he uses his gifts to confound me, and my senses are dulled while he does so. I only wish I could know his mind.
Are you imprisoned in that throne?
Imprisoned? At times it feels that way, I suppose. But it's more that I reside here. The throne was brought up from the ruins. one of the first things they found. As a last favor to a dying woman, the Earl arranged for me to be moved into it. Audra is an accommodating vessel for a soul. Oh, it's not as confining as it seems. I can feel the whole keep from here, and all things that are tied to it. There's something about this throne and its construction. Or maybe it's something about this place.
What Earl were you speaking of?
The Earl of Yenward. The original, in fact, when Deerwood was a colony. He found this site, the only ruin Ere Glanfarth refused to defend, and he believed its wealth would be great. The keep was his way of defending his family's claim, and that claim became his obsession. He had to know what lay beneath. He devoted his life to excavating the ruins below the keep. They had been sealed with rock and soil. Deliberately, it would seem. Years passed, and with them the Earl. He dug his entire life and never found what he sought. His obsession became his sons and his sons' sons. And one day, that young Earl broke through.
What did he find?
An endless maze, incomprehensible in its construction. But he would never come to learn more than that. Vile things had taken residence there, vile and dangerous. They poured up through the keep and slew its residents, the Earl among them. After that, the keep remained abandoned, unused, wasted. Maerwald's mastery of this place was the first hope I'd had in 200 years. How I've longed to see it as it once was. I can only guess why all this has happened. I fear I've wronged the gods putting this place here, and they've doomed me to watch it wear away into dust. To witness my own folly.
I'll find Maerwald.
Take care in your search. Many dangers lie in wait here.
Oh. And that must be the way, so we'll go there last. There's also an upper floor. We had another door back there. Let's check over here first. Oh, there's a chest. Nothing. Nothing's in that chest. Interesting. Oh, what's this? Whispers of Yenward. Unique sword, one-handed. Slaying of spirit of constitution +2 and -3 will. I'll grab it. I'll hold off on it. Let us... Just in case, because... In case we all die. For whatever is waiting for us. Let's save, and then let's continue. I'm gonna check out these side rooms first before we go to the door to Maerwald. What's this? Some kind of library? Ooh. Let's take out the Phantom first. Uh-oh. Okay. Doesn't show anything. I mean, there's this. The map shows of Deerwood, old colonial borders. Settlement called New Dunrid is marked to the place present-day Defiance Bay. Gotcha. Yeah, it just looks like a library. Wait, is there anything more down here? No? Okay. Let's go to the upper floor then before we head down. Okay, this looks like, yeah, a place of, like a barracks, I guess. Wow, that's it. There's nothing else up here? Okay. I'm a little bit, surprised by that. Well, in that case, let's go down and see if we can find Maerwald. You know, let me try something. Hi.
Been out playing soldier again, have we? Go wash up and come help me shuck these peas.
She turns from you long enough to produce a basket that, like her, is shimmering with a semi-transparent. And no complaints? You got to eat your vegetables if you want to grow up strong and be a real soldier one day. Just like we agreed, right? I'm gonna say nothing. Soldiers are important.
Soldiers are important people. They defend the weak and punish the wicked. You're too young to understand now, but there are lots of wicked people. People like the man who murdered your father.
Remind me what happened to my father?
Before you were born, the Glanfathans attacked settlers like us. They said we'd knocked over some of their special Adra rocks. That's why they call it the Broken Stone War. They got very angry, and so they came into our villages and killed many people. Your father was one of them.
I see.
That's why you'll be a soldier one day. To protect and to avenge. Why don't you go back out and play? I'll finish up here.
Alrighty. You know, let me
Hey.
check something. Let's move them there. Okay, it does bring the party. Gotcha.
Yes?
That's neat. I just wanted to see if it said anything about you must gather your party, you know, before venturing forth.
Of course.
And then attack. And then endurance, you attack this one.
Attack! Attack!
Okay, let's loot them.
Onward! Charge!
Oh,
New orders, Lieutenant. Ready your squad.
I'll be with you in a second. Is there any... Whoops, wrong button. Is there anything else? Doesn't look like it. It looks like a prison down here, so... We'll check in with this guy. Spectral man arrayed in armor and an officer's cloak studies a single sheet of paper. You can see straight through to the Ducal of Adra insignias on his breastplate. He seems to read over the page several times before looking up at you.
There's been a change of plans. Take your squad and march south all the way to the bow in the river. Bring a wagon team and a dozen barrels of pitch.
I'll just listen.
The instructions come from Admet Hadred himself, which means they might as well have come from the Duke. We're to burn those hut dwellers out. Set fire to the deerwood so they've nowhere to retreat. Cut them down when they come out. Or let them blaze if they won't.
Jeez.
It'll make this even shorter than the Broken Stone War, all right. And we can only hope it'll discourage future conflicts. I know this is personal for you. It is for many of us. But understand, we're doing this to end this war, not to continue the last one. Remember that we're flushing out the enemy, not burning villages for sport. Bareth will have his work cut out for him tonight.
Interesting.
We'll take those farmers by surprise. Almost time. Di and Heather scouted the village last night. They're rounding up the rest of the party now. Don't worry. Everyone remembers the raid was your idea. The Rio had to go along with it after you got the rest of the clan riled up. No one wants it said that the Nine Claws were too cowardly to stand with the rest of the tribe when the foreigners desecrated our ruins.
I see.
The tribes need more leaders like you. Women who value deeds over words. You were right. We were too soft when the foreigners first came, and now they humiliate us. We'll be soft no more, and the invaders will learn to leave us alone once and for all.
Interesting.
I can do that. As requested.
Let's go through here. Oh. Hi.
No. Keep away from
Oh,
us.
hey, it's Maerwald.
Leave us!
Well, that was easy. I mean, I guess if we didn't have those lockpick slash, like, you know, mechanic skills, then yeah, we probably had to... We'll see, I probably had to circle around if that wasn't the case.
Maybe we should come back later?
Are you Maerwald? He looks up over his hand, the muscles around his eyes twitching, and begins whispering to himself in sharp hisses, as though having an argument. All at once he stops shaking, a sudden calmness falling over him. His head tilts forward, and he looks you dead in the eye, like a concerned animal about to pounce. His voice turns suddenly raspy.
Maerwald isn't here, and he isn't fooled. He has sent for no callers. Be gone, deceiving spirit.
I'm a watcher. I met a woman in gilded veil who thought you could help me.
Maerwald will speak with you, but you will maintain your distance, or you'll have me to answer to.
Come to speak to Maerwald? Maerwald whose touch is poison? Maerwald who knows not his effect?
I was told I'm a watcher and that you could tell me more about it. And about a tablet of some worth after that. Once you two are finished, of course.
A window. Window to the ether, where spirits dwell. Hear and reach into it. Speak and listen through it. A watcher sees souls, reads them, knows their pasts, souls of the living, souls of the dead, an empath, and the souls see them back. Used it to help beings in both realms, did I. What the gods wanted of me, thought I.
The gods put me in the world for vengeance, and I obliged. It was the gods' wishes that we protect those lands. My way was the only way to remove the foreigners.
Little I knew.
I was accosted by spirits on the way here. What did they want?
No. No! Forgive me! Forgive me!
He covers his mouth with his hand. His breaths... He breathes convulsively. His eyes red and exhausted. You seem to have lost your mind.
Lost? No. Found more of it. Too much. Too much to bear. An awakening.
Alof's eyes narrow as he looks at the old man. How could a simple awakening have driven you mad? Oh, nice. You remember your past lives?
Something reminds. Memories stirred. Memories before birth. Other bodies. Other times. Memory. Personality. Identity. Any might resurface. Or all.
And I seem to be having a conversation with several of them right now.
Ghosts of the mind. Maerwald has lost control. Maerwald's body no more.
The spirits I passed, what are they?
Spirits, and not spirits. Always whispering to Maerwald, reminding him of his mistakes. No sleep. Watchers see memories before them, form them from the essence of their own souls. Once Maerwald awakened, he could not make them leave. Gave them more form, not less.
The spirits are memories from previous lives, right? So...
Troubled memories, angry memories, pulling Maerwald back, reminding him his mistakes. Marauder and soldier, soldier and marauder, how could they know?
I've seen apparitions like those elsewhere since I become a watcher. Tears well in Nova's eyes. Oh no, no, not you too. You too. Poor woman. Poor woman.
They will take you too.
I knew there was something off about you when I met you, but this sounds serious. You're saying I end up like you?
So fragile, the Watcher's mind. So real, his memories. Once awakened, how can he sleep?
If I am awakened to a past life, how would that have happened?
You were reminded of it. Strong memories, lingering lives, they dwell near the surface, waiting to be remembered, waiting to take your mind for their own. Maerwald sat at his hearth and watched his fire, watched the wood burn. Then came the memory of another fire and burning wood and screams.
Why do these past lives still trouble you?
My fault. All my fault. Soldier and marauder, soldier and marauder and Maerwald. No forgiveness for what's past. No undoing what's done. No sleep. No sleep for the Watcher. War there was all around. War of stone, war of tree.
He's talking about two different wars, fought back to back, a long time ago. The Broken Store War, and... did I say store? Oh my goodness. Broken Stone War, and the War of Black Trees. The usual conflicts between locals and settlers getting out of hand, both of them. Some folks are still mad about what one side did to the other.
Death we brought to the settler men. We, the 9 claws. Claws of 9. Worse what we did to the women. For love of the gods. The gods' love. For their love.
I met one of the memories spirits. There was talk of raiding a village. Everyone's voice becomes raspy, and he has somewhat else in place and time, speaking to someone unseen.
Hold her down. Head her. Give this Addy a bitch an heir that belongs in Air Glodfath.
Oh god. His soul is marked by flame, and those marks will never heal. His trial has broken him, but better than to live in weakness. Take your time, it's over now. It was a long time ago. Continue when you're ready.
The boy. The boy. The baby boy. The boy.
Okay.
Conceived in the raid. Conceived by force. Vessel for Marauder. Slain in the raid. Marauder and the boy. Marauder and soldier.
Baby conceived by the raider. What do you mean it was a vessel form?
For the soul.
Ah.
Marauder's soul. Same soul. One soul. Boy's soul. Marauder's soul. Raised in lies and vengeance. Raised to soldier. Raised for the fire. Born for the fire.
Then that was his mother I met in the keep. She told me his father was killed by the raiders.
You'll get no pity from me. The crimes of the 9 Claws clan in the last war are still unavenged. But the gods are just. They have led me here. In my father's name, every one of you will burn. Light it.
Aloth looks at the old man in horror. Hey, the usher's cooked ban. Maerwald's shoulders slump. He rocks back and forth, agitated. He mutters to himself, oblivious to your presence.
Soldier and marauder, lies and vengeance, and dead villages. All dead. All dead. What for? What for?
I don't know the reason. I don't think we were meant to know.
How little we know.
There must be some way to make these memories go away.
No. Always there. Always remembered. Can't forget. Can't unsee.
I didn't just remember, someone caused this. They wore masks and spoke of books and keys and a queen. There was a man there. He seemed familiar to me.
Keys of lead, books of burden, queens that were. Known to me are they, the leaden key.
The leaden key? He seems to share an enemy. Alceris, assassins and watcher wakers both. They certainly keep busy. What can you tell me about this leaden key?
Secrets, secrets, and deceptions, and schemes. Who knows their answers? Not they. Not they. Crossed them before. Hatred of watchers, hatred and fear. Much we see. Threat to secrets.
If this leaden key caused my awakening, could they undo it?
Many secrets do they keep. Unawakened? Mayhap. Who else if not they?
Do you know where I could find the leaden key?
City of Defiance.
Ah.
Never far from the Queen.
Who is this queen they pray to then?
Woodica. Goddess. Crown shattered and body burned. Binder of oaths and grudge holder. Bearer of justice. But whose?
I need to go so I can search for this man from the leaden key.
Sleep well. Sleep well.
Hold! I know your will die. Your actions were seen. You would sooner betray us to the Adir land thieves than take orders from me.
You're confusing me with someone else from a past life.
Your betrayal is for nothing. Your warnings are lost on these foreigners, and their blood will be Gallowayne's tribute this night. I have asked the elders for the honor of claiming your head as my first trophy, and they have granted it. Beg for the Seeker God to grant you a quick death.
Let's all attack this first. Okay. There's a change in the air of the keep. What was thick and suffocating feels to you somehow more breathable, as though yielding to a conquering invader. Maerwald's body lies inert. You can feel his soul lingering there, uncertain. There's something unique about this soul in this place. A bond formed in decades of inhabitants, and lordship that feels somehow palpable to you. As though even in death, the keep keeps its former master, and the former master master remembers his keep. Alceris was granted Speaker to the Restless. In your mind's eye, the bond seems to you as a frayed rope, ghostly and alive. Its frayed ends withering like tide pool anemones. My goodness, I cannot read today. And you find it that if you concentrate on it, you have an ability to manipulate its strands. Yeah, I'm gonna sever the rope, allowing Maerwald to pass from the world. Strand by strand, the concentrations fly apart. The connections, not concentrations, connections fly apart like the overstressed strings of some ethereal instrument. With the tearing of the final string, the rope becomes a liquid and dissolves from your awareness. Maerwald's soul hovers near you, a vortex of strife and discord. But there is something else there beneath it. Something like relief. His soul passes through one of the walls, and it is gone.
Indeed.
Alright. Maerwald's Grimoire. Oh, it's a spell book. Heck yes. Yeah, pick that up.
I'm here.
Well, never far from the Queen. Speak to the steward in Caed Nua, okay. So I guess back to the throne room.
Can I
Oh,
wait that older said? I don't want to discuss it.
As requested.
I'm here.
yeah, we'll come back to this. So yeah, that was a lot of dialogue. Let's quickly.
You're right. No sense listening to that old bam pot.
Damned Virago, not now!
Sounds like Aloth is kind of having a conflict with his spirit, vessel, ghost, whatever it is.
I felt Maerwald's passing. You slew him.
He gave me no choice.
It saddens me to hear it. But part of me is grateful to no longer have to wait and worry in darkness. This place has always known its master, long as it's had one. It has a will all its own, which has little to do with the castle and much to do with the land it's built on. It looks to you as Maerwald's successor now, whether you care for it or not. A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed. But in the right hands, it could be so much more. If you had only seen it in its day. Will you stay?
Well, I've always wanted my own keep, even if it's a little cursed. Then it is yours, my lady. I cannot begin to tell you how glad, that is, how good it is to know that the keep is in capable hands once again. I suppose I should mention first that if you mean to travel to Defiance Bay for supplies, there has been a complication of kind. The Eastern Barbacian collapsed decades ago, and Maerwald never got around to rebuilding it. The road here is a dead end. He got as far as gathering materials before he became preoccupied. I can make arrangements to have it repaired for you if it's your will. When ceased to be the previous master's will, I became powerless to do anything about it. For what am I but the master's instrument? Oh goodness, sorry. It would take time, but far less than finding the route to Defiance Bay. How do I repair that? So Maerwald set aside materials for the Barbican or whatever, and they're still available to you. In the future, if you wish to make further repairs to the keep, we'll need the coin and supplies and labor. All right. What does the Master of Caed Nua entail? Why, there are many responsibilities involved in maintaining the keep. The extent to which you wish to get involved is entirely up to you, of course. Part of the reason why I'm here to ensure that things run smoothly in your absence, provided we have been given instruction. If you instruct me on which repairs you wish to conduct next, I'll make the necessary arrangements. These may take some time to finish, but each will provide you with additional resources once they are complete. Given somewhere to place them, we can hire tradesmen to provide you with supplies and ingredients. Awesome! Repairing the keep will raise your prestige and draw both helpful individuals and unwelcome attention from bandits and opportunists. We can raise the keep's security in turn. They'll become less of a concern. You should know, however, that the position does come with some risk. Your name will grow in fame, and you must contend with these threats to the keep. And then, there are other things. Is there anything else? What do you mean by risks? Maerwald's curse was his own, a Watcher's curse. But his predecessors have not fared better. There is a presence within the keep, or rather far beneath it. At least, such has been the conclusion drawn by all who have come to this place. For what spirits still linger in the endless paths, oft speak of a master below. Every effort to settle here has failed, from time of our Adean colonist onward. Beasts rise from the endless past until the new lord and lady is no more. The one who dwells below, this master, does not tolerate rivals, it seems. I have seen from time to time intrepid explorers, descend to lay claim to what answers they can, but none return. This is a force which has kept Caed Nua a barren ruin, and robbed me of my hopes. The Endless Pass! That, my friend, is where I must go. Where we must go. If you'll go with me. Whatever devils lie beneath, think too what knowledge we'll find. Perhaps this master speaks Adean. Alright, what are the Endless Paths? Endless Paths of Caed Nua. That is the name given to the labyrinth beneath the keep. The Earl, we were warned by the Glenfathans that this site was cursed, and that there was a legend attached to it, though at the time we thought nothing of it. The ruins were built, it is said, by a powerful Ingrethan named Caed Nua, who ruled there until his people turned against him. They destroyed his endless paths and filled many of the upper tunnels in with soil and stone. No one living knows how far the tunnels stretch, and a few have ventured there and returned. There is much talk of riches and treasures. The promise of Ingrethan relics alone have drawn many fortune seekers. To their deaths, I fear. I have other questions. I think it's time to find this queen in the City of Defiance. You must know, this queen you're looking for. Defiance Bay has no queen. The Merquins of Adir have resigned here since the war. The only queen with any power there is Wodoka. I'm told they've erected an exquisite temple in her honor there, but I was never able to see it. If you mean to go there, we can only get started right away on repairing the Barbizon. You need only tell me what you wish to do, and I'll make the necessary arrangements. Maerwald kept a ledger, as it happens. I've taken the liberty of updating it. You could look for it. Or, sorry, take a look, if you wish. Let me see what repairs I can make. And we'll get underway at once. Know, my lord, that this is but the first and least of a great many undertakings. The keep supported a great many buildings and servants for many years. If you should wish it, we can repair some of the outlying structures, and then I can bring in the wealth and recognition, drawing people to your service. Rebuilding the defenses will keep the grounds from becoming overrun, as they did under Maerwald's keeping. You need not choose all at once. I'm pledging to your aid, and so long as you are a master here, we should always be linked. You need not step upon these grounds to speak with me. Whenever your travels may take you, you can make your will be known to me. Nice. So I guess a little extra menu and whatnot. Oh, but of course, the Barbican. Yes, let us purchase that. So apparently that's complete. So we have the Western. Requires main keep. Bright Hollow. Oh, allows the rest there. Awesome. It's 500. We have 2,000. Upgrading the main keep will repair your great hall, allowing visitors and adventurers be available to you. Nice. The main keep will take 3 days. Let's obviously do the main keep. We have 800. I'm really tempted to do this one already. Oh, it looks like I see we have... Oh, that's prestige. Okay, +1 upgrades and 2 miscellaneous. Gotcha. Library, barracks, dungeons, merchant stalls, craft hall. God. Chapel. Training grounds. Oh, goodness, it just keeps going. The Warden's Lodge, wooden... Damn! I'm excited to see, you know, where all this goes. So yeah, we definitely need more security upgrades. Yeah, that takes a lot of money from what I can tell. We'll do... screw it. We'll do the Bright Hollow restoration. Oh, we can only do one at a time. Okay. Gotcha. The Master Below. Explore the endless paths. And our main objective is go to the Temple of Boudica, which is at Defiance Bay. Other quests, the Master Below. Find Time and Tide. Find the ruins beneath Caed Nua. Oh, this is Kana. Side quest. Order the Baron. Travel to Hedrick's Hold. Oh, yes, that's right. Trial of Durance. Spend time traveling with Durance. Okay. And then bring a deer to speak with Maerwald. That's happened, though. So, we'll see what updates, if anything. Oh, Connor wants to talk to me.
Poor Maerwald. He couldn't contend with all that he knew of himself. A cruel fate.
Well, I don't think knowledge was the problem. He said if I can find out what caused this, it might help me. That is true, and there's no such thing, in my experience, as too much knowledge. Come, we'll find your answers, and mine, I hope.
Hey.
Let's talk to a deer. Well, I guess talking to a crazy watcher is better than talking to no watcher at all. Actually no, let's keep going. That's weird, I thought I would, Let me check the journal again. Seemed to have some questions he thought a watcher might be able to answer. Bring... Was not in any condition to answer questions when we found him. Adair will have to decide how to proceed from here. Okay. What's the state of the keep? Where to begin? Let's see. Oh. No events pending. Awesome. That's our little ledger. That's the upgrades. Hirelings. Okay, you must build a barracks. And party management. Awesome. Let's,
Of course.
let us go. So it'll take a couple days for the keep to finish. Oh, I wonder what's back there. We'll check that out later.
Bit just like your breeches, scholar lad.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. I said nothing.
Alright, Aloth. Woden Plains. No, wow. Wooden Plains. I swear I can read. Oh my god. Or we could venture back to the Eastern Wood and possibly go to that fortress. No, I think I will head to the Wooden Plains. Okay. Oop, looks like some kind of marker. Memorials. Oh, you know what? I think, I believe this game was kickstarted, so this is probably a lot of the higher paying Kickstarter people. Or some of them. Aw, that's sweet. Oh well, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that last name, but 1979 to 2015. I guess I'm just gonna follow the road. Oh, here we go.
Hush, Itumak. We'll just wait a little longer.
North to Caed Nua, west to Defiance Bay. Gotcha. So I wonder what's east. Sagani, a dwarven woman dressed in skins and hides, leans against a road marker. Her face is turned down, her eyes darkened by a thick stripe of face paint. She's sharpening a arrowhead with a scrimshaw handled knife. God, I cannot read. Her attention, however, is focused on a bare figurine between her feet. A large white fur fox standing at her heels looks up as you approach.
Easy, Itumak. It's not him.
Who are you waiting for?
Short version? I'm looking for a very, very old friend. I'm not sure what skin he's wearing now, but I'll know him when I see him.
Your friend's supposed to meet you here?
That's what I heard. Of course, the man who told me so was carrying a staff he claimed was made from dragon bone, but I know Whitewood when I see it. That should have been my first clue, but I had to try something.
Back up. What does this stranger have to do with your friend?
The long version. Here we go. I'm from an island to the far south called Nasitak. I came here looking for a village elder, a man we knew as Persok. I'm a hunter back home, so tracking someone wouldn't normally be a problem. But Persok's trail is cold, to say the least.
Why can't you find him? There can't be that many of your people in the Deerwood. He died when I was still a young girl. Forgot to mention that part, did I? I'm looking for his latest reincarnation, which could be anyone. How long have you been looking for Prescott? 5 years, okay. So you've been searching for a stranger you barely remember? Who could be anyone now?
That about sums it up.
Wow. Then it must be an important duty.
So I keep reminding myself. Still, it would be nice if important duties came with clearer instructions.
How does that statuette figure into it? She dusts the figuring on her trousers and raises it her small flat palm. It's carved in the shape of a bear, smooth and round.
Cute, isn't it? It belonged to Persok. Before he returned to the wheel, he left a splinter of his soul in it. Something to help us find him later.
As she holds it out to you, you feel wisps of sensation. Not quite memories, but traces of someone.
When I left Nasitak, it was completely dark inside. But as I've gotten closer to Persok, it's glowed steadily brighter. Since I've reached the Deerwood, however, it's gotten hard to read. Some days it flickers and goes dark. Others it shines nice and bright, for a few hours. But most of the time it looks just like this.
What will you do now?
I can tell you what I won't do again. Rely on miracle peddlers. It was some so-called watcher who sent me to this crossroads in the middle of nowhere in the first place. I was on my way out of the Balmarsh when I heard talk of a traveling mystic who could supposedly see souls. I knew it was a long shot, but what did I have to lose? I went to see this fellow and gave him the Audra figurine. He made a big show of moaning and rolling his eyes, and after I'd given him 5 golden dukes to lift the shroud, he told me to seek the crossroads in the field between the wolf's lair and the twining trees.
Go on.
He thought he was being vague, but I know the area well enough to recognize that he meant this place, right between Defiance Bay and Twin Elms. I had a bad taste in my mouth, but my coin was spent and I'd already left an arrow in his knapsack as a friendly warning. Told him I'd come back and leave him with another if it turned out he was giving me the runaround. I've been here a week now. Guess he had the last laugh after all.
May I see the figurine?
Why?
'Cause I'm actually a real watcher.
You expect me to believe that? After the story I just told you?
Well, you got nothing left to lose by letting me try.
Fine. But if you try to run, just remember that my arrows are faster.
She watches you examine it, wary but curious. You raise the Audra bear, turning it in the light. As your eyes catches a tiny glinting scratch, the scenery around you melts away. You're standing on a cliff overlooking the water, seeing through eyes that aren't your own. You catch the musk of beasts among the fresh scent of vegetation, and your heart beats a little faster. You'll have to watch to step up. Watch your step up here. You look down just long enough to see the sharp, pale cliffs drop into the water, hundreds of feet below you. I see a vision of cliffs high over the water. Does that sound familiar? Your question is greeted with shrugs and silence. Ah, oh, damn. I don't have a high enough perception. He's standing on a cliff.
What are you talking about? What just happened?
I told you, I'm a watcher. She blinks a few times, calculating. If you've seen the way he stares at dead things, she stares at dead things, not he, you know she's serious.
You realize I've got no coin to give you, even if I did believe you.
Come with me, I have other business in the area, and we could look for Pesqua on the way.
And if this is your idea of a joke, you may be stuck with me for a while. Lead the way.
I'm here.
There we go. Let's, oh well. Oh wait, hang on. We need to level her up. Yeah, let's boost her stealth and survival. And then... yeah, that works. Then more stealth and more survival. Let's see, swift aim. Increases fire rate, reload time with the range weapon. Plus 20 to attack speed, plus 50% reload speed, minus 7 accuracy. Vicious aim. Minus 20% range attack speed, minus 20 reload, but at plus 10 range accuracy and plus range damage. Yeah, let's, oh wait, hang on. Heightens the predatory instincts of the ranger's animal companion, giving them a damage bonus on any creature suffering a damage over time effect. Interesting. Let us... yeah, let's do that. And more stealth, and then... sure, just one in mechanics. It will give you... will give you... hang on. Yeah, we'll give you accuracy. More accuracy against distance enemies. There we go. Oh, looks like a deer. And Aloth want to talk. I think I'll actually do that next time. I'll talk to them, and then we'll go... I guess to Defiance Bay and explore that. And then I'll probably make my way back around to Radric's Keep. Yeah, I'm thinking though, like, go to Defiance Bay, kind of check that place out. Probably won't go to the temple right off. But like, check out the shops, get more money, upgrade the keep some, go back to Radric's Hold, kind of maybe help Gilded Vale out more. And we'll see. You know, like I mentioned this episode, last episode, all that stuff, this is now new territory for me, so I don't know what's coming. So we'll see. As always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in and watching this episode and possibly any other episodes. Wherever you guys are, have a good day, have a good night, and as always, take it easy.